One other game I want to get to here in this segment, Commanders. Oh, my goodness. If you had the Commanders plus 6.5 earlier in the week, you think, all right, we're going to win this game outright. And then somehow, some way, score, pick, score. Eagles actually go up 14 and flip the whole game around in the second half.
Yeah, because DeAndre Swift, they had that tush-push counter play where DeAndre Swift got the corner, and he could have probably went down, and then, they take knees to end the game, but he scores that touchdown. So if you had +7 in pocket like I did, you had to get that back door with Washington. But unfortunately, and look, when you have contests, I think people get too number sensitive. It's like, oh man, I wish it was 7, and then they leave something off. Sometimes you got to take 6.5, and sometimes you got to lay 3.5 or lay a non-key number that's a bad number in a contest. It did bite me today, though, having the Commanders in the contest at +6.5.
Probably was the right side for the majority of the game.
I did too. I thought this was an absolutely flat spot for Philadelphia, and they looked flat. They looked like they didn't have any energy early on. You look at the stats, it's like, oh man, they just rolled over and they were just a machine in this game. Not necessarily so, because they were down 14-3 early in the second quarter, got a touchdown late, and then Joey Sly kicked a 61-yarder to make it 17-10 at the half. But, the Eagles put up good numbers today, but it was a little bit deceiving. I think a lot more of it was second half, and, Washington just couldn't convert. They couldn't convert in the second half. They were so good on third down. They were 0-3, by the way, on fourth down today. Bad penalties, 7 penalties for 79 yards. That's not good. And I thought the Commanders were going to give that effort today simply because this was kind of the Waterloo game. You're 3-4. You lost to the Giants in a really bad performance on the road. And then you come home. But now you're 3-5, and you wonder about this Commanders team, Dave, where they're going to go. Because it seems like Ron Rivera might be a lame duck coach at the end of the year. New ownership. They brought in Eric Bieniemy as offensive coordinator. I think he'd be the favorite to take over. Now, Matt Humans, my usual partner here on VSiN tonight, Monday through Thursday, he makes the case that maybe Bill Belichick could go to Washington, that he needs a change of pace, and they need kind of a kick in the butt in the organization. So
that would be the ultimate butt kicker, and that's who the Commanders have next on the docket. It is at the hoodie in New England against the Patriots. Number open 1.5 for New England, and then went up to 2. Big total. 39 at open. I just can't.
This is another one of those games, man. We got some good games on the card next week and some featured matchups we have yet to get to. Man, we got some, at least on the surface, we got some duds. We were talking about that Rams-Packers. This one, I think, would qualify, too. Just two teams that look like they're going nowhere at this standpoint. And, looking at New England today, they lose by 14 in Miami. New England just never really did a lot offensively, just 218 yards at that defense, which I thought played solid against Miami in the first meeting earlier in the season on Sunday Night Football. They were just on the field too much. Patriots were 1 of 9 on third down against a Miami defense that I don't think is really an elite defense if you really go inside the numbers. So, man, your guess is as good as mine on this one with the Patriots. I thought that was disappointing. I thought maybe that could be a sneaky spot where they hang in against Miami. And I know Miami had to score late. It was actually a 3rd and 1 with about a little less than 3 minutes to go. Miami calls a timeout, so you're thinking, okay, they're going to run the ball, and then they're going to run out the clock and take knees. Maybe you're going to escape if you took that 9.5 with New England. Not so. Pass down the middle, and Miami goes ahead and covers, and you knew the Patriots weren't getting in the back door. Just that offense today just did nothing.
Good news for Bill Belichick. He's 0-6 against Tua Tagovailoa. It won't be Tua Tagovailoa. It'll be Sam Howell, who's been sacked a ton so far this year. In D.C. So this one will be in Foxborough. Again, small number there. Has gone up to 2, and that total has gone up a little bit to 40.5. So we'll see if Belichick can keep those wins in the 300s and keep stacking. That feels like the only thing right now he's playing
for. Exactly. And look, if he gets that record, I don't think it's going to be in Foxborough. I just don't see Bob Kraft saying, okay, we're going to continue this and let Bill Belichick do his victory tour at the end of the career. He wants to win football games.
And it's not looking good right now in New England.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.